Hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu. Welcome back to another video. Chantal went live weighing in and cleaning. How do I know? Well, that is the title. Not to mention, holy mother of sodium, what has happened to her face? With that said, let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we? Dainty.
Yep, that's right, Nikki. Look at my face. You can tell by the bags and the CPAP marks. I fell asleep pretty early, and I woke up at like 5. It's because I split my sleep like that. Woke up at 5, prayed Fajr with Salah, spent a bit of time, went back down. Usually I stay awake, but I'm just like not feeling well these days, so. Anyways, since I'm sick, I'm not gonna be fasting from liquids. So I'm gonna be drinking water, but I'm just trying, before I do groceries, I'm trying to figure out like what plan for meals and stuff I want to stick to. Like if I want to, oh yeah, because Salah was like, look, you need to decide what kind of meal plan you want to do. Like, do you want to order, like, make like a plan, like when I'm going to order out, when I'm going to cook, stuff like that.
Great idea. Let's let her pick out her own meal plan.
So I got to figure out what kind of food I want to cook. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I don't know. Okay. So let me just also say one thing. It's a bit messy, so don't mind me. So I want to say something, okay? Because somebody sent me an email. I swear this person makes multiple accounts just so they can harass me by email, right? So that's fine, whatever. But they sent me a screenshot of a reaction channel. I don't know who, but pointing out a travel bag on my floor, all right? So, hey, Buddha, I just want to say something, all right?
That does not look like someone that just traveled and dumped all of their clothes on the floor. I don't know what is.
So this is the parent travel bag. This is, look, I have 3 bags, okay? I have this one, and one day I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to go out with to feed the cats and all these things. So I ended up taking this one, I believe. Sometimes this one. But this one, no, I don't like it. It's actually Salah's. So, these people. And this is just dirty laundry.
Sure, yeah, the more she doubles down, the more I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure you were,
Eyeing the travel bag. No, teardrop. And then they finally sent me an attachment of the travel chart. Apparently I'm next due to travel in June, at the end of June, so.
Do I believe it? Oh, 100%.
I'm gonna make sure to go absent on purpose just to confuse people. I don't care.
Wouldn't that just be proving everyone right? Why not stay home and prove people wrong if that's the case? That's such a weird thing to say.
Dirty laundry from jet setting? No, it's not. I think there's like sheets in there and everything. See, that's sheets. Some Salah's clothes. My jilbab. I gotta wash it. It's so odd, but hey, whatever they want to do, whatever. I'm just not even gonna care anymore. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know, that level of obsession with a chart. Like, I don't know. You brought your own sheets in case of an accident. See that? Like, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter if I prove like, if I took out my marriage certificate tomorrow, it wouldn't prove anything to people because they would just find some excuse, like Larry just did, like some explanation. You know what I mean?
You know what's sad? I believe the conspiracy theories more than you. Real quick, I wanted to apologize for my voice. I don't know what's going on. My throat's not sore, but it's kind of tender. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's fake, blah, blah, blah. So, all right, guys, we have to clean. Look at this mess.
2 functioning adults. Oh my god.
This is shameful. I should weigh myself.
I don't want to look any more than I have to, but she does have that green stuff on her nails. And also just getting up, going to the window, and coming back, we are already out of breath. Wonderful.
Where am I gonna weigh myself? By the way, her box is always clean. What is that? Is that poo? No, hair. Maybe hair and poo? I gotta clean around here today.
I know, gross, but just the breathing.
Okay. How are you gonna make yourself feel special? I'm not. Your cats do the same thing. Oops. 0, it said. I wish I weighed 0. 165.
For any fellow Americans out there, that would be roughly 365 pounds, which, bumping that, bad joke. Yep, sorry.
That was 167. I didn't lose much. The bags will eventually subside, but
is the worst thing you can do underneath your eyes, rubbing it like that hard, that stretches the skin out. Girl, don't do it.
first things, let's bring the things that go in the kitchen into the kitchen, okay? So, bread. Cat treat, no. Cat treat can stay here. Cat food. Let's bring those next.
That sounded glass. What is that?
I have to clean out my freezer. Seriously. And my cupboards.
I may or may not just skip around to see if there's anything worth mentioning because I'm not going to be reacting to Chantal cleaning her kitchen. No. Really said you guys want content? Well, here's me cleaning my fridge. You're welcome. Girl, what is this?
No rent receipt. Jalapenos.
The amount of times that she has to keep sitting down is kind of noticeable and kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Thank you. This area gets dirty routinely, obviously, so because I'm messy.
Love how she just casually puts her ring on like, oh yeah, I knew it was there all along. This is the absolutely amazing original content, guys, that like I'm stealing right now. So I just wanted to show you really sped up like all of the content that I'm stealing right now. You're welcome.
The caboodles, yeah, I do. I have stuff to organize, but I just like, I'm not organized enough to use the organization tools. I'm one of those people, yeah.
Translation, lazy.
We also got to clean Julia's eating area. I don't use harsh chemicals on the table because she frequents the table.
It's good to be conscious about like what you put around your pets, but also put their food on the floor so nothing's getting clean because, you know, water does not clean on its own.
So I pretty much just use water when it's been an eating channel. Yeah, that's the thing, eh? Well, I mean, it can always be an eating channel because, like, you have to eat in life, you know?
Yeah, you have to eat, but you don't also have to film it. That's the difference.
It just depends on what kind of baked wow pasta. He's in the room sleeping.
For normal circumstances, she wouldn't even show the hallway, yet alone walk in the hallway. Now, do I think he's there? No.
We both, like, I woke up at 5, spent some time with him. We prayed Fajr, and then we fell back asleep after, and I woke up before him. So, all right, are you gonna let me pray? She freaks out when I pray. She tries to bug me and distract me. Because you're Iblis. A shaitan. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, okay? Teardrop. It's nice to see you guys at this hour. All right, guys. Okay, now I'm just gonna pan over here, finish the living room quick. Parmesan smells like puke. It does. It's tangy, that's why. Okay, so what I usually do, I'm gonna move the crazy frog thing.
The crazy frog thing. Keyboard? No. Piano, not the thing, but an acceptable alternative if you can't think of the name. No, not even piano. Not even piano. We get crazy frog thing.
Put it here. That's... Hey.
Said this before, but honestly, seeing her do anything with a locked camera angle, it just looks computer generated. It looks like AI. I can't help it.
What do you do with Mom? You have a stinky. This is your hair, by the way. Don't be afraid of it.
It's like people tried telling you not to get a cat, but yet here we are.
Some tea stain.
Have a lot of questions about everything. Why are we getting this before a couple's video?
This table's pretty cool.
Is she scrubbing the bottle? Okay, yeah, she's scrubbing a bottle and then proceeds to spray it in the air. You can't make this up. She's scrubbing the bottle that... I have so many questions. Want to scream, take everything off of the table and then scrub it so badly. I don't know why I find it so funny, but instead of just taking everything off and then cleaning the whole table and then putting everything back on, oh my god. Oh my god, that was an emotional experience I don't think I'm gonna be forgetting anytime soon. Okay, I don't like the look of feet as much as the next person, but ooh, they don't look super great from this angle, not gonna lie.
Oh, the table is clean.
Don't you forget the spray bottle. Don't forget that part, that's also clean too.
Alright, time to finish the living room. So after I clean the living room here, I did vacuum recently, so it doesn't need to be vacuumed right now. I should do that basket of laundry and then gather the garbage for Salah to take out after. And then work on a meal plan. How come there's another one right now? Oh, I think this is just the second, like they do a, kind of like a warning call to prayer. And then they give you time to get ready. And then by this one, you should be done your prayer, doing your prayer. But I already did mine. Hold on, I gotta have some...
Okay, you saw that too, right? I will put them side by side, but the filters are filtering today, let me tell you what. Okay, yeah, well, to say that there's no slimming filters on live stream, I think would be a lie, because, what is that?
Going shopping with the 9K. I don't think so. So I guess I should explain, because instead of just like, basically, because we're going to get this a lot. We're going to get this like every occasion, okay? Birthdays, Christmas, which I don't really celebrate, but anniversaries, whatever, okay? So right now we are sacrificing every single fills, scent, whatever we're doing, okay? Because we have expensive things in the future we need to save every penny for.
Do I think that goal is Canada?
So we are sacrificing a lot.
I also thought the reason why you weren't going out is because you were sick though, right? It's been less than a day. So I have a lot of questions.
To make these goals happen. So I guess I'm just going to come right out and say special occasions, birthday gifts, shopping and for unnecessary things that I want are on the side for now.
You know Starbucks and fast food doesn't count though, right?
I'm trying to forego expensive coffees, but Sacrifice the Casio. The treadmill, I gotta use it. There's no 9K. I was being cheeky because people were saying that when I first got with Salah, I gave him 9K, which is stupid.
Totally out there because, at that time you could afford that.
And speaking of keyboard playing, there was nobody yelling at us yesterday. There were people yelling on the street.
So I personally cut this out by accident because it was in the middle of the keyboard section. Who really cares about that? Let's all be honest. She forget that she's the one that said herself that people were yelling at her.
Hey, clear focus. Someone just yelled at us.
No. I was like...
And I was making a joke. Did someone yell?
No, that's not what happened, as the clip that I just played.
But people take everything I say literal, except when I actually, it doesn't matter. Whenever I say anything, that's the truth. They don't believe it. So I'm not going to explain myself anymore. But for the financial part, I don't mind sharing that because I do kind of want to, I'm trying to think of like content stuff.
I mean, content stuff. It's been 4 months since you guys have done a couples vlog.
And people say I don't have hobbies.
I mean, are they wrong?
I do need to find an enjoyable hobby, but before I can do that, no one yelled shut up. First of all, nobody will do that here. Like, nobody's going to yell at you to shut up here. People do not act that way here.
Also, you're the one that said that to begin with, though.
Our neighbors are very private, quiet, nice people. We never hear them. Very rarely. Like, I don't even hear the baby, like, anymore. The walls are very thick cement. Baked. Yeah, if you, like, honestly, in the future, inshallah, like, I would like to have, we want to travel, like, a lot of different places. That's going to be expensive. Someday, I'm getting older, I realize that I would like to have, somewhere more permanent, like a nice home or something, and
at one point she could have afforded it.
We're not going to get there if we're wasting money on Lush, if we're wasting money on, I have my goals in mind all the time, and hopefully someday you guys will see what all this hard working and sacrificing,
The woman that fled to another country to get away from her taxes and her bankruptcies is not preaching out here. Like, maybe one day you guys will understand about, huh?
So anyways, I was thinking hobby-wise, like content-wise. Content is kind of my hobby as well.
Example A of great content. Scrubbing down a bottle and then using it. I'm still not emotionally over that, and I don't think I ever will be.
So what I was thinking is maybe doing some videos on, like, everyday things, like of how we save money on stuff and how to make budget meals and,
So she's not gonna do it. Why? Because that would require Chantal to cook more than once a week on video. Never gonna happen.
And, it's challenging for me. It really is. Because look, when I was in the villa, like, look how much money I used to spend on just box mountain stuff. Frivolous crap that I ended up not taking anything with me. So all of that money was wasted. So, struggle meals. Honestly, it would probably be better for my health anyways. Yeah, I want to design merch. That's another hobby I can do.
She's tried before and no one cared.
And, that's the thing. But, like, first I have to be able to take care of my daily stuff and, how come the audio sucks? So, yeah, it's not, I know people are going to be like, oh, you're poor or whatever. Actually, we're very far from poor. I mean, I find it would be like a slap in the face to say that we're poor when there's so many people that have, like, so much less. Like, we're very blessed to live a very comfortable life, but...
Does she forget that she was PayPal begging people to buy her food the other week? Or are we just going to be, forgetting about that altogether?
I need to save. We need to save and work towards our goals and be responsible. So we have things we need. So jewelry, expensive cosmetics and stuff like that are, we have to make sacrifices,
So for like the birthday or whatever. Okay, great. You want to save money? Like not even a card? Not even a card? He had to come to the apartment to play you a happy birthday and he forgot your name halfway through it. Like not even a card?
And even me, I want to start doing budget meals because my biggest thing for me is food. That's my luxury, Like that's my favorite thing. Fancy cafes and coffees and the same people calling you poor. Barbara, that's a good idea. Are the ones who leaks everything, houses, cars, printers, etc. Yeah, that's true. And look, you guys know about like my history with bankruptcy and stuff like that. Like, use me as a cautionary tale. Don't live beyond your means. Really, before you want to buy something, think like, do I need this? When I think of having my own house, I don't think of suburban modern. I think secluded in the forest, an old, creepier, older home. I know it would be a lot of money to heat and everything, but or people are really getting creative with homes these days since they can't afford conventional homes. Maybe buying a bit of land and buying like a mini home or buying a cabin or something like that.
I don't want to be that person, but ma'am, think about the micro home for just a minute. Just think about it for more than 5 seconds.
Did I give up on TikTok? Yeah, because they can't verify my identity and they can't like even with the hijab, like I lost so much in my life, struggled all my life, so no one should judge others for it. Yeah, that's true. But we have to look at what blessings we have, you know? You can't compare yourself to other people's journey. There's just, you can't do it. Why, how can you, you know? They're not tiny, like literally tiny for home standards, yeah, but it's like an apartment.
Well, someone in her chat had the same thought process, and ma'am, they are tiny. Tiny homes are not, named tiny for no reason. They are tiny, even for the average person. Hence the name.
I don't mean those little, like, ones for homeless people. And even if I do become wealthy,
Place wealthy with skinny, and that's me every single time I get on my walking pad.
and I've promised this to God, I've said, if you ever do make me wealthy, I promise to share it. Like, I'm not gonna go on like Instagram and flash, you know, like, I'm not gonna go buy a Maybach and stuff like that.
Do I believe that? Girl, absolutely not. Chantal is one of those people.
I'll get a new brand new Kia. A vasectomy. That's for a man. You mean hysterectomy? Honestly, I didn't have a choice. I felt pressure too, like they kept pressuring me to do it, and
I'm not going to comment too much on this, but as far as I remember how it went, she was told to, fix her diet, lose weight. She didn't want to, and she went to some sort of white witch to try to heal it on her own or something. I could be wrong about that last part, but that's what I remember.
I don't regret it because they said that it could potentially turn into uterine cancer, maybe, possibly. So, no. Some people get hysterectomy. Can you even get one by choice? You have to have a medical reason. So, no, I don't regret it. I didn't have a choice, really. Vasectomy, you have a choice. You can get that done. Yeah. But no, I don't question things, you know, like stuff like that I don't really have control over. But in the past, we don't have control of the past. All we can control now is the present. And yeah, I think for me, I would just like the ability to, like, I kind of craved a bit the ability to have them, but I don't really want kids. No, I'm just like, I just have to really be honest and just like not be afraid to say that I don't want children. So, will that ever change in the future? I don't know. I'm getting up there in age. So, I don't know. I just don't feel mentally well enough to take care of children. Like, if I did have them though, I probably like, I don't know how, I can't say how it would be. Maybe she did help with my makeup. Yeah, I always liked makeup. Always liked makeup and food. Always. I remember as a kid, like I always say, I remember chips, my first bag, how they made me feel. It was like the best thing at the time. Like the whole world stopped. I remember they were Hostess dill pickle chips with one of those little stick-on tattoos in them. You guys remember those like tattoos you put water? It smelled like dill pickle. It was like a bat, I think. I don't know. And I got a bag of chips from the convenience store. I know if I did have kids, I know this is hard, but I would like to think that I would keep them away from junk like that because the last thing I would want is for them to become a food addict. And honestly, genetically, they wouldn't because it wouldn't be biological children. So yeah, I don't know. Like I know that a big part of addiction is it is genetic a lot of the time. And since my dad was an addict, he was food and alcohol, but alcohol not for me, luckily. But my grandkids' sweets, when I watch them, I said I do try, but they ask for a cookie. It's hard. I know they're cute faces. That's the thing, you know? Food makes us happy and we want to make them happy, so I get it. It's hard, yeah. It's really hard. It's hard. It's like, you know, making us and other people happy with food. It's like ingrained in us. You know?
That is why moderation is key. So I'm cutting a lot of it out, but we're talking a lot about Canada and family and stories and, grandma and grandma's house and mom's side and dad's side.
My sister is always more close to her dad's side of the family. And I was always like more close to my mom's side. My dad's side, as a kid, I was closer, but not now. Like I haven't even talked to anyone from my dad's side in like forever, since my grandma's funeral. And I was like bawling that my grandma passed away, and they were not bawling, and they were all looking at me like I could tell they were gonna gossip about me later, that like I was crying so hard, because like they're like, I know what they're thinking. I'm not stupid. They were probably thinking, you never even saw your grandma that much. So, like, she's still bled. You know, I don't talk to my dad, but if he passes away, I'm probably gonna bawl.
Why are we getting mad about a hypothetical situation that you don't know actually happened?
Like, and they were all looking at me like, what are you doing crying? Like,
They tell you that, or are you making assumptions? Because that is not the same thing.
was it a short dress? I hate people, haters who are like, you wore a short dress to your grandma's funeral. Like, what? No, my grandma didn't have a funeral. Oh, to go visit my grandma in the hospital. Who cares what I wore? Like, it covered all of my bits.
I feel like that's even a stretch. Barely. When I mean barely, I mean barely. I don't even want to show it on my channel. Barely.
Like, at least I was there with her, and we had to wear a PPE anyway. So, people are stupid. I was there with her when she took her last breath, so yeah, people can stuff it.
Also, from memory, again, could be wrong. Didn't you, want to spend more time with Stabby than her, even though she wasn't doing well? Again, could be wrong.
Trying to shame me for that crap. Sounds like your grandma loved you very much. Oh yeah. I was very much in my grandma's life. So anything you hear about me, choosing the abuser over her, never.
Okay, or she can just confirm it.
I helped her at least once, sometimes twice, more. I would visit her and help her at least once a week with chores or whatever. And also groceries, took her shopping. We went out a lot. I miss that. And when she went to the hospital, it was COVID time. I was there a lot during her last days, and I spent hours with her. People are jealous your family actually loves and cares about you. Yeah, I think, Zach, that's probably why they try to like come after my family, or they try to make it seem like they don't love me, or like make up lies about me and my sister, like saying I put her in a dryer. That never happened.
Do I believe that one? Yes, because multiple people have reported about hearing that story.
They were literally believing lies from, I had this old friend, like I told you about her. She used to do witchcraft on our other friends and try to get them to be unalived that way. She's insane. Like, there's no other. Anyway, she's the one who said I laughed at the 9/11 jumpers. I think she's projecting because she idolized Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris, the Columbine people. Yeah, she had a crush on them. Okay, so don't talk to me about morality, lady. Yeah, manicunt, exactly right.
Not to the same degree, but she stepped on a cat and then laughed about it earlier this week.
Yeah, she's insane, and she when she latches on, and she's had so many. And there's a few people, I'm sure they could tell you. She's tried, when she hates you, she gets a vendetta against you. There's no length she will not go to try to ruin you. She's one of those people. Like, man, the things she used to do. She turned against a couple of her other friends, and the things she did. But then she met the person in face, like after they were fighting, and she got her kicked bad by the person. I was like, yeah, sorry, but she deserved it. Like, she put this person through hell. If you only knew this person, and your first indication that she's not a good person is that she's a Farms member. Okay, sorry, but I don't think that good people go on a forum dedicated to hating on somebody in really disgusting detail. I don't believe that those people have a very nice, fulfilling life, but that's just me. Like, yeah, it was crazy. Yes, exactly. Yep. That kind of evil. An evil eye protection. I have God. And people have tried to do voodoo on me. People have tried to do all kinds of things on me. Unprotected bitch. So, anyway, like, Larry, she was vile. She has some nerve going on there. So, anyways, she's also the friend who's BO-ridden boyfriend who she had her kids with.
Every single little piece of Chantal lore, unfortunately, but isn't this the person that Chantal threatened to call CPS on? I'm pretty sure this is the same person because of the farm post.
Came to my house with her one day on my birthday. I said, you're my friend, you should come to my birthday party. She had pretty much ditched me all the time for this loser. And he lied, and she was in on it. They made me cash a fake check and go into the negative on I was a teenager, on my bank account. I have some really good friends. I should reconnect with some, but I have some really good friends. I had some really good friends in my time. BO ridden. Oh, it was awful. My mom was spraying after he left the house. She's like, don't have that guy over ever again.
Laughs the woman that has been confirmed to smell like blue cheese via her old roommate.
Hey, Maxine. He had the worst body odor I ever smelled in my life. It was disgusting. I'm not saying everyone can be smelly once in a while. This was bad. My mom is a clean freak like that. But I'm thankful that she was always clean because honestly, I've seen on TikTok, I don't know if it's like a trend, but people are normalizing parents having disgusting, I mean, like, okay, clutter, you have kids, it gets messy. But for me, if you have children, like, I don't care. My house gets messy. I'm not hurting anyone but adults here. You seen Julia, her area is clean. Hey, dog paws. But to have your kids walking around in filth, that's not acceptable. I'm sorry. Like, that just breaks my heart seeing that. Like, and they're proud of it too. Like, come clean my house with me for CPS visit. What? Yes, there's a difference between clutter and filth, exactly. My kitchen, no matter how much it's clean, it's gonna look cluttered because it's small.
Okay, not gonna lie, she keeps talking about this, so I'm gonna skip this part. Now presenting Chantal sweeping. You are welcome.
I'm just gonna sweep.
Well, she never claimed that she was gonna be doing it daintily, now did she?
Yeah, like that. Are you on my chair? Perfect.
I'll say it again, it looks AI generated. It's so bizarre.
She's cheering me. I guess there's... Alright. My home is clean. Now, yeah. I'll see you guys hopefully later tonight. Bye.
Alrighty, that was a lot, and also nothing got the same exact time. So with that all said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.